I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy...
In fast corners, the onboard camera showed Toprak's motorcycle leaning at nearly impossible angles. His knees were already in contact with the asphalt, his elbows nearly scraping against the ground. But what was most surprising was the bike's stability at maximum lean. Paddock data showed that Toprak's lean angle was only slightly off the benchmark set by MARC MARQUEZ, long considered the king of extreme lean in MotoGP. What surprised Yamaha engineers wasn't just the size of the angle, but how Toprak maintained speed in tight corners. He entered the corner with a typical WSBK late braking style, then forced the Yamaha V4 bike to turn neatly without running wide. It was a high-risk style, but Toprak executed it with near-perfect control. Some engineers even remarked, "This isn't just copying Marquez, this is a more aggressive version of Toprak." Technically, Toprak was able to maintain corner speed while still opening the throttle early, something that has long been Marquez's main weapon when competing on tight tracks. Comparing the data showed that in several key corners, Toprak was only a fraction of a degree off Marquez's maximum lean angle, but with a different motorcycle character. The Yamaha V4, known for its smoothness, was forced by Toprak to push its limits, and the results were surprising. This 2026 MotoGP test sent a strong signal to the entire grid. If Toprak can consistently maintain this almost impossible lean, then a duel with MARC MARQUEZ will no longer be a mere idea, but a real threat. MotoGP is poised to enter a new era, where extreme lean isn't just Marquez's domain. Toprak is now on the same level. And here's the full news. The 2026 MotoGP test once again produced a moment that left the paddock speechless for a long time. It wasn't just about the record time, but rather the way Toprak Razgatlioglu pushed the Yamaha V4 to the limits of what had long been considered forbidden territory. In several crucial corners, Toprak's lean angle seemed almost impossible, so low that the onboard camera showed the elbow almost brushing the asphalt, reminding everyone of MARC MARQUEZ's most extreme style. From the start of the session, Toprak looked different. He wasn't just searching for rhythm, but rather attacking the corner with a tight, aggressive line. His corner entry style was brutal, confident, and almost uncompromising. On entry, Toprak held the brakes very deep, then leaned the bike suddenly but precisely. The transition from braking to full lean was done in a flash, a high-risk technique only a rider with exceptional control could pull off. The Yamaha technicians monitoring the data were immediately shocked. The lean angle graph showed a steadily climbing figure, approaching the benchmark that has long been synonymous with MARC MARQUEZ. Even in one technical area, internal paddock data indicated that Toprak matched Marquez's lean angle, with only a barely noticeable margin. This became a hot topic in the pit lane. What made this achievement even more impressive was the Yamaha V4's character. The bike was still in development, not yet fully tamed, yet Toprak pushed it to its extreme limits. Even when the bike was fully leaned, Toprak still dared to maintain speed, maintain a tight line, and avoid going wide on corner exit. It was a rare combination of courage and precision. Compared to Marquez, Toprak's style differed subtly but crucially. While Marquez was known for his extreme efforts to save his bike at the edge of losing grip, Toprak pushed from the start of the corner, forcing the front tire to work extra hard. This allowed the Yamaha V4 to demonstrate a previously unseen potential, stability in extreme corners, with enough feedback to instill confidence in the rider. Several other riders participating in the test couldn't hide their admiration. From the monitor, it was clear how Toprak kept the bike at a consistent lean angle lap after lap, not just on a single attempt. This signaled that his performance was no fluke, but a reproducible skill. The sector time comparison further underscored this threat. In corners demanding high corner speed, Toprak was able to significantly reduce the gap. Not through straight-line acceleration, but through speed when the bike was fully bent, an area that had previously been MARC MARQUEZ's domain. Now that domain was no longer exclusive. This 2026 MotoGP test ultimately left one major conclusion in the paddock. Toprak Razgatlioglu was no longer just a newcomer trying to adapt. He arrived with his own identity, with a nearly impossible, extreme lean style, and the courage to challenge the highest standards in MotoGP. If this trend continues, the Toprak vs MARC MARQUEZ duel will no longer be a matter of can or can't, but when and where. MotoGP 2026 has the potential to be the season where the most extreme lean angles on the track are no longer monopolized by one name. Toprak has opened the door, and the racing world now awaits the clash of two of the most brutal styles in the premier class. Toprak Rezgatlioglu's name has once again resonated strongly in the world of international motorcycle racing. The Turkish rider has once again become a hot topic after a special, closed-door practice session at the Silverstone circuit in England. This was no ordinary practice session, specifically designed to test the extreme limits of both the bike and the rider, and Toprak did so with his trademark style: brutal, uncompromising braking. In this secret practice session, Toprak was entrusted by Yamaha to ride the Yamaha M1V4 prototype, a major project the Japanese manufacturer is preparing as the foundation for their revival in MotoGP. From the start of the session, the training atmosphere felt different. There were no casual race simulations or mere track familiarization, but rather extreme testing focused on one crucial aspect: corner entry and braking at the most extreme points. Toprak immediately displayed his racing heritage, firmly established in World Superbike. He braked deeply late, delaying braking to nearly impossible limits. Several times, the bike launched into corners at high speed before braking hard in a very short time. The effects were clear to see. The rear wheel lifted, the rear of the bike swayed, but Toprak remained calm, precise, and in complete control of the situation. What surprised Yamaha's engineers wasn't just Toprak's audacity, but the Yamaha M1V4's response itself. The prototype bike was able to withstand extreme braking pressure, remain stable under brutal deceleration, and maintain its direction even at the limits of physics. At several moments, the data showed deceleration figures rarely recorded in previous Yamaha testing sessions. Yamaha officials monitoring the session from the pit wall were reportedly silent for a long time. They hadn't expected the V4 bike, still in development, to perform so solidly under Toprak's aggressive riding style. Yamaha had previously been known for its smooth, fluid nature and reliance on corner speed. However, under Toprak's guidance, the M1V4 was forced to change character, becoming harder on corner entry, bolder in braking, and more flexible in the face of extreme forces. This training session also opened Yamaha's eyes to potential new development directions. Toprak's style, which combined late braking, rear wheel control, and a willingness to allow the bike to be slightly unstable on corner entry, provided invaluable data. Several aspects previously considered too risky for MotoGP now appeared to have significant potential if refined. Toprak himself demonstrated significantly improved technical maturity. He didn't simply replicate the superbike style, but was able to adapt his approach to the characteristics of the MotoGP prototype. Every lap was driven with a clear objective, every extreme braking became an experiment, and every reaction of the bike was recorded in detail by the Yamaha technical team. Many in the paddock began to see Toprak as not only a talented rider, but also a game-changer for Yamaha. His courage to push the bike to its extreme limits forced Yamaha out of its comfort zone. If Yamaha had previously lagged behind its rivals in terms of aggressiveness and braking power, then Toprak's presence could be the solution they had been looking for. It's no exaggeration to call this Silverstone practice the beginning of a new chapter. Toprak opened the possibility of a Yamaha with a different character, more aggressive on corner entry, stronger in braking duels, and better prepared for the rigors of modern MotoGP competition. Many analysts believe that if Yamaha can adapt Toprak's extreme style into a consistent
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me.